Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, listeners. Blowhard Talk Hard here with Julian. Again, co-host.
Producer Pat in the house.
Producer Pat. Reimer's still on his little hiatus. I don't know, got a little comedy tour going up in southern Ontario.
Yeah, I guess he's gigging somewhere, which is good. Again, Good to see him back treading the boards.
Yeah, he left me a message. He goes, have a good show, blah, blah, blah. He'll be back next week. Sabrina's going to be coming back here and there, too.
Nice. Haven't seen her for a while.
Yeah, she's now that everything's settled down again, she'll be a special episode, not a permanent, here and there as the show calls for it, right?
Yeah, cool. Again, so something to look forward to.
Yeah, because a lot of guys, even on Instagram, they look for her. Where's Sabrina? Where's Sabrina?
Yeah, well, and she's doing well, and it's good that she'll be coming back to.
I always liked her, anyways.
Yes.
This episode here, like people at the beginning of this show, they always said, "What are you going to talk about? Like, what is your like when are you going to run out of stories? Like every Friday for no seasons, no episodes." I go, "No, we're going to continuously go every Friday, blah, blah, blah." Yeah. And they're like, "Well, you can only talk about strippers and this and that long." I go, "No, we talk about everything and anything, but our focus is, our brand is hardcore and it's adult entertainment."
Yeah, we don't mind talking about dicks and asses.
That's the favorite part.
Yes.
But once in a while, we got to talk about real shit.
Like the Blue Jays.
Yes, and we do that too. I forgot. We talk sports, we talk gambling, we talk fucking nonsense, Olympics. But now we're doing a special topic that we've never done before, and it just popped in my head. And you know why I keep getting these ideas? And when you go out, people, I listen.
Yes.
And the ideas just come. And this episode's Gold Digger.
Oh, gold diggers.
She's a gold digger. Gold digger. How's that song go? I don't even know how to sing it. But
I'm looking for a broke digger. Jamie Foxx.
I like Kanye. That. I didn't even know it was Jamie Foxx singing.
Yeah, he can sing. He did Ray. When he did Ray Charles, that was him.
Yeah. He was hooked on heroin, Ray Charles, right?
Yeah, he was crazy.
But he was blind.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
And he could really play and he could really sing.
No, I know that. So this episode is Gold Digger. Because it's always that the older guy gets a younger girl, like a sugar baby, and then that's what everybody classifies it at. Yeah. We forget, I think maybe in California it's the other way around. But in Toronto, there's not too many younger girls that are going to go with old, men, 70.
Like your Anna Nicole Smith, when she
there you go. Yes.
married that 135-year-old man.
This girl here, so I met, was a buddy of mine's friend's wife, whatever, it doesn't matter. She's just another girl.
Okay.
So she goes on and these dating apps.
Okay.
And meets these guys, and she herself is in her 50s, we'll say.
So she's a jaguar.
She's a jaguar, yeah.
Jaguar.
Yeah. And
is she attractive?
See, I don't want to be mean. We'll say she's, for her age, she's all right.
Okay, because it makes sort of a difference if you're in the hunt, what you're...
Well, that's what she's trying to do.
Okay.
But she's showing these pictures, and this one guy's 70, but he's a lawyer, he's successful. But I go, they all lie on these fucking profiles. I could say I'm a lawyer and doing the same thing. But anyways, so this guy's say 70, he's pretty rough looking.
Is he retired? Probably?
No, he's not retired.
So he's still working.
He still works quietly,
okay.
But he wants arm candy. So he tells her, I want arm candy, but I don't want to look stupid with a younger girl. So, but I need a girl that's actually good. He goes, "Could you send me a full shot of you? You could lose some weight," he tells her.
Well, okay.
But in the meantime, this guy's fucking 70 years old. What the... But again, he doesn't want a 30, 20-year-old I would, because who gives a fuck? But he wants somebody to take out to these functions. Okay. So this fucking girl, or this she's demanding.
Okay.
She has all these guys. I believe she goes out with these guys, bangs them,
Okay.
and gets a free dinner, and then feels, because how else would you know if you're on Facebook or whatever, those dating apps, that the guys are not telling you the truth? They're telling you the truth.
Yeah, well, there still has to be at one point some face-to-face communication, like meeting,
coffee, yeah,
where you can tell if someone's bullshit or like, you know.
Because
like
they all
anything.
lie. They both lie. The girl lies and the guy lies.
Yeah, that's all social media in a nutshell.
I remember she goes, one guy posted this picture when he was probably 50, looking good, and then all of a sudden he put his latest picture like 30 years later. It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that she wants the guy to be rich.
Yeah. Okay.
She wants prenup, no prenup.
Okay.
Then
So she's really looking for it.
and it doesn't matter how he looks. She just wants to be settled.
And with someone with a bank account.
A big bank account. And that's a gold digger, right?
Yes. There's the great movie. Did you ever watch Intolerable Cruelty with George Clooney? It's the Coen brothers and Billy Bob Thornton and Catherine. It's all about gold digging. Like George Clooney's a divorce lawyer, and it's all down in California.
Yeah, but George Clooney's good looking.
Yeah, he's the lawyer though. He's made this prenup that's like the world's most famous prenuptial agreement.
For Zeta Jones?
Well, for everybody. And then when people they tear it up, that means they think it's pure love. But it's all about gold diggers. It's a really funny movie.
Oh, okay.
It's worth watching.
Well, I guess they're out there, right? I figure when you hit your 50s.
Yeah, well, again.
Is it a double standard? Because as a guy, when you're in your 50s, you want to bang younger broads. So if you're in your 50s as a girl, why would you go older? Because they want stability?
I think it's not being like, maybe you've moved, like if you're 50 and like maybe you're entering menopause, that's the thing with women.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I can't speak for women because I'm
Yeah,
not one.
let's just skip the fucking science.
Well, no, but the idea is like you're menopausal or anything like that. Your body isn't hungry to be like.
So it's hungry for money.
So yeah, so now I think you're more looking probably for stability.
So it doesn't matter who it comes from.
I think they can probably look past certain
features,
physical traits.
So that's the part that I wouldn't be able to do. I don't care how much money if I don't find you attractive, like I can't look at you. Why would I be with you?
Yeah, I think I think you just have these loveless relationships where it's all just transactional, where it's like the guy's like, but also some of these guys, if they're rich, they may have their other little sugar baby side pieces too don't attend the functions with them, don't do.
But they satisfy that need, yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting blown over here, and then they're getting their sort of like.
You ever go for
life
dinner and you observe people, like when you're say with a girl having dinner, and then you look at a couple having dinner, and they're not talking at all. Oh, they're just eating, and then you have another couple, like say me and somebody, we're just doing shots and drinking and talk, whatever. Then you have that. Why are they not talking? Are they not talking because they're together for so long and have nothing to talk about? Or are they going out for their first time and they don't know what to say to each other because they're both nervous?
I think you have
both.
I think, if it's early days, that's the most awkward time.
To interrupt you, I used to watch this a lot. And people go out and don't talk to each other.
No, it's strange.
So why are you going to fucking dinner? Or whatever you want to call it, drinks, dinner. And you're just staring at each other like saying nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, if you're in like a long-term relationship, maybe you don't really have to be always having a conversation. Like if you. But
I'm talking 0 words, or like you're gonna talk. Like, what's the purpose of going out then?
Yeah, because that's not socializing. You might as well just go and eat by yourself. It's very curious. Like the one, if it's like a first date and it's awkward, the nervousness there, that's understandable. And again, you're hoping maybe that something breaks the ice.
Yes.
And also you're hoping, like as the person, if you're like, I am like you, I like to watch people and like just listen to conversation. I find it fascinating, people watching.
Well, it was interesting because we're sitting there and I'm going, why are look at these people there and look at those people there too. I was with this girl, this like before COVID, pre-COVID. And I'm like, they're out in this nice place, but they're not looking at each other. They're not saying nothing. She goes, they could be first date and they don't know what to say, Not everybody. She goes, not everybody's like you. It doesn't stop. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Well,
that's right. You got the gift of the gab.
Well, if I meet, I don't care. What's the worst? I start talking. Like, what you gonna say? Like, I just talk. But I guess other people are just fucking nervous, or they've been together for too long. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how I got on that, but it's just I found it weird because the gold digger broads, see, when you do that, and I looked at it, like I fucking lost respect.
Well, again, because it's selfish, for want of a better word, right?
Big time.
But
is it when a guy has money and gets himself a 30-year-old girl?
Well, again, if it's serving two purposes, listen, if the guy is happy with the fact, like, listen, I know what this is all about.
You're a millionaire. Your kids are set. Your wife is your ex-wife. You have everything. You have extra money. You're 65 years old. What are you gonna do? Your kids are all, like I said, everybody's set. What are you gonna do with that extra money?
Yeah, if you're just looking for someone to,
Just blow your
go
money.
to a movie with you or whatever it
Yeah.
is, and like go attend, like, okay, we're going to the Bahamas or whatever.
That's right. Like a sugar, who cares, right? Because you got the money. What are you gonna do with the money?
Yeah, it's the ones who are like when you're saying no prenups. It's like also because then you could just know that there's going to be some sort of family. Like how many wars between like children and then the new wife or the new girlfriend erupt in these sort of court battles over like the fortune after
Do you think this is more of an American thing? Like because the American, like I always picture these California ladies, like they're like good looking and they're 50, they get divorced, they got their kids. Now they want a guy to take care of them because they get their second and third marriages.
Well, yeah, that's they love to. Yeah, America, they love to divorce. It's very. Again, I can't speak.
Here, if you divorce though at 55, do you really expect to get married again?
I don't know. Again, because I can't speak for other people because as someone who doesn't want to get married.
Yeah, well, this is like a little podcast show, man. You're not speaking for other people because we don't know who the fuck we're talking about.
No, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, I myself have no interest in marriage. So, like,
I personally would say if you got married at 55, divorced at 55, that's it. Pack it up, hang up. Like there's certain girls at the house, at the strip joint, the House of Lancaster. Yeah. This is again pre-COVID. I go, hey, time to hang up the G-string.
Yeah, sometimes.
You've been there since I was 19.
Yeah.
Enough's enough.
Exactly. I think that is the problem is when you're like, say you're newly single in middle age, and
54 is not middle age.
Or like late middle age or whatever.
Middle age is 40. But go on.
So like late middle age or early old.
Fucking old, man, and okay. You never mind.
But you're
middle
old.
age.
But yeah, then you sort of there's this like a desperation sets in. Is like, what am I going to do now? And some people, women and men find solace in their newfound like single life, and just maybe
they do these apps and they try, right?
Yeah, or you don't. You give up.
Okay, I don't mind doing the whole app thing and looking to go out for dinner with somebody, but you're looking for a fucking guy who's filthy rich, who wants no prenup. Like you got all these like you're like Mrs. This is the fucking this isn't what my needs are, my wants. Yes. And who are you?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. When it's basically
what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If you're not necessarily a looker.
Yeah, and you're not
you're obviously a little bit selfish. So like, are you good company? Like again, if you're good company and you provide someone like companionship and friendship
there's nothing
late in their life, and that's the transaction that's happening. You're having like a human relationship. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
But if it's strictly about like, I just want like your top, you're like, okay, I'm looking for a man, must be rich, must be old. So like AKA must be lonely as fucking hell.
Yeah.
So desperate, must be desperate.
But then, you know what? There was one thing that they said, like in exchanges of messages.
Yeah.
Can you cook? And then she goes, I eat. So I try to Google this. Like, listeners, if you're hearing this, does that mean something that I'm not getting it? Because two guys messaged her that. Can you cook? And then her reply is, no, I eat. What is that? She eats dick?
Yeah, or else she's like, I know how to go to a restaurant with you, but I will not make you dinner.
So you're telling me that means food?
I like, if we're going to look at it without any sort of like, whatever pretext to it or anything like that.
No, you have to look at that. Google said it's a way, if you cook, I come to your house, you cook for me, and then after we bang.
Yeah, and if I eat, it's like, well, we go out to a restaurant and we go back to your place and we bang.
I guess.
So it's like out call versus in call.
Fucking broad, she eats. What does she eat is the key. After a big meal.
And too much?
And dessert, then what is she gonna eat? Dick too? I don't know.
Well, is that part
all right,
of the deal?
Let's take a little bit of a break. We'll be back, listeners.
Hello, listeners. This is Reimer from Blow Hard, Talk Hard, and we want you to like, subscribe, and review. I'm going to talk you through this. You're going to go, yes, love this show, and put your comments on there. Right now, we are the #1 adult sex talk show in Toronto. We are huge over in Europe, and we want you to continue making us bigger, if you know what I mean.
Welcome back, listeners. Julian.
Producer Pat.
We're still here. let's continue with this gold digger thing. Got a couple of little info. This brought here, if this girl we're talking about, if she goes out to dinner, does she bang this guy, yes or no?
Is that implied in the...
I think she does, because if she doesn't, why would this guy go out with her a second time? And then I think she has to go out the first time, suck his dick so good that how this guy's addicted to her, and then maybe she has a chance at her money. She probably, if she doesn't do that, she thinks her famous words are gonna get her a millionaire.
So she's just gonna like charm the guy with her like wicked conversation.
So is that her thing? Yeah. Like,
is she? Have you met this woman?
I seen her for 2 seconds. I didn't like talk. I didn't really talk to her.
Is she known for being like super funny and witty and
She's known
intelligent?
for being super loud and irritating.
Well, maybe it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, and so I figure the only way, and I don't think she tells my buddy's wife because maybe she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But in my experience in this world, you got to give to get.
Yeah.
So you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You're not going to just talk to me and tell me, oh, you're so handsome, you sex. Shut the fuck up. I need a blowjob bad, now, hard. And if it's good, I'll call you tomorrow. If it's not good, see you later.
Well, again, yeah, it's part of the transaction. Now, if the gentleman is like saying, listen...
It's not a transaction. It's the way the things are done.
Yeah, but again, I'm just saying, like, if some 70-year-old lawyer man who's like, a widower or whatever, and he's like, you know what, sex doesn't mean anything to me. I just want a pretty woman who can...
So they go for dinner.
And talks my language. I don't...
Okay, so they go for dinner and she starts yapping, blah, blah, blah. It could happen. I think I like my version better.
Well, your version makes
more
more
logical,
sense.
More logical.
And just knowing how humans work, you know, that there's more to it than just like... And then, but also like, one thing is like, if you're just like really great conversation and great company, is that gonna like evolve into him leaving you all his money? Because like it seems like there's got to be, you know, that's people.
Especially if he has kids and stuff. Those kids are gonna fucking kick your ass out the fucking house.
Exactly. You know, like and.
You know, in the old days, I remember girls had these sugar daddies, and these guys couldn't fuck them because there was no Viagra, no nothing.
Yeah.
Now there's Viagra and all that shit. They got to bang to get paid. So things have changed.
That's true. Technology, we're living in the fantastic time.
You're 80 years old. You know what? That guy could come once a month and give you $5,000. I know this girl. He goes, we watch a movie, Netflix, you know, give him a quick hand. But something has to happen. Because he could just, you know, it's nothing for nothing.
Well, there's still, and again, it's a human, we're all humans. Like, dudes still, you know, get horny. Like, that's the thing. There's no menopause for men.
Yeah. There's just the other fucking...
Maybe your dick falls off or whatever, but
yeah, now we're fucking hoping everything's good. Anyways, fuck the gold digger, whatever. I guess if the listeners have anything to add to that kind of stuff, if they know anybody, like not to tell us their name or anything, like it doesn't matter. I'm just curious to see if there's a lot of gold, because I've never met a real Toronto gold digger lady. Like,
yeah, because like the sugar baby thing.
That's fine. I know a million of those girls.
Yeah,
you know they all want.
And every dude, and that's like, okay, that's an older guy who wants
a younger pussy, that's it.
To suck his dick and like...
Yeah, but no fucking older broad is going to come up to me and say, oh, by the way, I'm 54, 55. You have money?
Yeah, well, that's the...
Yeah, I got money. What do you want, my will? Here, let's redo it.
Again, watch Intolerable Cruelty, the Coen Brothers movie, because it's exactly this, because it's all older women who are like sort of past their primes, for want of a better term, who are only trying to remarry again into like a mansion, you know.
Yeah.
And they're on
That's
their
only
third
works
or
in the
fourth or
movies.
fifth wives.
Anyways, Julian.
And producer Pat.
We're out, people. Have a good week.
Take it easy.
Later.
I can't wait till your cock is deep inside of me, making me scream. Are you gonna make me scream? I love getting fucked. I wanna be your dirty little bitch.